Hello and welcome back to what's been a busy night on the phones. We're going to have all the details in just a moment. First, though, a quick reminder of the murder of 32-year-old father of two, Tipu Sultan, gunned down outside his family's takeaway in South Shields last month.
I know my father's absolutely killing on the inside. You will never imagine a father having to bury his son.
DCI John Bent is here once more. Any leads tonight, John?
Yes, significantly. We have had a number of good calls this evening that are helping us with our inquiries. Significantly, one in respect of the identification of the male that we saw earlier on the CCTV that walked past the takeaway just before the shooting took place. But we'd still encourage more people to come forward. That was the first time we've shown that footage, and any more information would be really good for the inquiry.
All right, what about the bike that the attacker escaped on? Do we have anything on that?
Yeah, we've had some calls about it, but I think it's really important that, for me, that will be in the community. Somebody will know who's been using that bike. Somebody will know where that bike went afterwards. Somebody's friends or family may have behaved in a different way to they do normally after the commission of that offence. And again, coming back to the silver vehicle, we know it's a small coloured silver vehicle, Corsa, Fiesta, and that was around about the scene of the shooting slightly before it happened.
And those burnt remains of the bike that you told us about earlier, anything on that?
Yeah, we've still got a very open mind about that. Nothing further tonight, but I would encourage whoever was responsible, if that was something that was burnt out innocently and it's not something that might lend itself to our inquiry, that person to come forward so we can eliminate it from our inquiries.
John, thanks very much. Martin?
Well, we appealed for information regarding a rape in Lewisham, and during the course of that appeal we showed you some CCTV footage and this photo fit of the suspect. Well, detectives are delighted because two names have been offered up with regards to this individual. Remember that assault in a takeaway in Bournemouth, seemingly unprovoked? Well, we have a possible witness, so a new line of inquiry there. And the stabbing in Birmingham. The victim stabbed 8 times. He nearly died. We have a strong new lead on this one. Please keep those calls coming in.
Detective Superintendent Kevin Geddes from the Police Service of Northern Ireland is here again with an update on the Gerard or Jock Davison murder, which happened just a few weeks ago on a busy Belfast street. Now, I know you've had some calls in, but not enough. Give us more details about that gun.
OK. The Makarov and the Makarov ammunition is very, very unusual. It is a different size than what we would normally see. It's extremely rare, and what we want to know is, where is that gun now? Where did that gun go after the shooting? We need to get it off the streets. And
where did the attacker go after the attack?
From witnesses, the gunman went from Welsh Street up and across into an alleyway which takes you into the back of Stanfield Place. And what we really want to know is, where did the gunman go after that? Did he go into a house, did he go into a car, or did he make his way towards the train station?
And you do know that he was wearing a coat just like this one?
Yes, indeed. The gunman was wearing a black waterproof hooded coat, very similar to this one, as he left.
Thank you very much, Detective. Do you recognise that coat, that gun? Get in touch. Sean.
Next, a reminder of that terrifying raid by 3 armed men at the Essex home of John and Mary Cunningham on the evening of the 20th of February.
They switched the lights off and came bouncing through them, shouting and swearing.
They were demanding to see our safe. They were convinced we had a safe, which we don't.
How desperately have it got.
Yes, Michael Pennell from Essex Police is back with me now. Anything on the calls tonight, Michael?
We've had some extremely positive leads that I'm really keen to follow up on.
Right, including some more information about this sweatshirt with a distinctive logo.
That's right. A number of people have called us in saying it looks very similar to the M from the Monster Energy drink. I'm keen to sort of reiterate that John has told us that it looked very similar to that logo, but isn't distinctly that logo.
Right. What about when you showed us the map with the curve in the road and suggested that the car would have been parked there? Has anyone phoned in about that?
There have been a number of calls that have come in this evening. We are keen to hear from anyone that saw a car on the bend in the road here. It would have been parked half on, half off of the road, and would clearly have been something they would have needed to avoid it, to steer around, should we say.
OK, what else are you looking for?
We're looking for the people responsible, 3 Eastern European males, distinct clothing, an indistinct vehicle. We're keen on the public to come forward and let us know anything they know.
All right, Michael, thanks very much. Sonali.
A quick update now with DI Colin Mattinson, who's investigating that ambush on a father and his 7-year-old son on their way to the post office in Walsall in February. What sort of response have you had on the phones?
We've had some really positive calls with a number of names, which will obviously generate lines of inquiry for us.
Let's have another look at that shocking CCTV. Talk us through it.
OK, you can see the BMW pulling up there, and then the Audi swings round, and the 2 masked men come out and grab hold of our victim here. His son's actually in this passenger seat witnessing it all. Obviously, then they set off the fire extinguisher before they rip the take-ins from him as they flee in the Audi.
It's quite a noticeable car, and actually you've had some detail in on that.
Yeah, we've had some very helpful calls identifying the vehicle, the spec, the age and the model of the vehicle, just confirming that up for us.
It's an unusual car. Do you recognise it? Do you know who those attackers might be? Someone somewhere out there must know something. Get in touch. Martin.
Good response on our wanted faces. Remember, we showed you husband and wife pair Patrick and Constance Adams. Plenty of calls on those giving possible locations, particularly centring on Patrick. So keep those calls coming in. Imran Hussain, he was the 4th face we showed you, wanted with regards to the discovery of crack cocaine and heroin. Lots of calls here. A possible new lead has come in. That is being chased up as we speak. And Mihail Ikim, he was the 7th face, charged with rape. Didn't turn up at court. Lots of potential sightings. Police are delighted with those calls. Remember, all of those faces, all of the CCTV is on the Crimewatch website. Check them out in case you need your memory jogging just a little bit.
Well, that is all we have for you. Please, though, do take another look at all the appeals on the Crimewatch website. The wanted faces are also on the red button until 1 o'clock, and you can keep up to date with how the cases progress by following @BBC Crimewatch on Twitter. Don't forget, Crimewatch Roadshow starts on Monday the 8th of June. For now, from everyone here, good night.